On August 9th, we're forming a human chain along High Street from Old Worthington all the way down to Buttles Avenue. That's over 8 miles long. Come join us and be a link in the chain. Here's why we're linking up.
There's a lot of issues and a lot of reasons why I'm here, and they range from the environment to gay marriage to so many other things that I care about, but the reality is there's one that binds it all together, and that's the preservation of democracy. This administration has launched an all-out assault on all the things that we care about, the values, the fundamental democratic process that defines this country, and that's what I'm here for.
So we have to come together because we have an administration that is taking an attorney who is part of deporting people without due process and who told his subordinates to deport people anyway despite court orders, being confirmed to be a federal judge. We have politicians refusing to acknowledge or condemn the mass starvation of Palestinians being, concentrated in an increasingly smaller area and shot at aid distribution centers. And our tax dollars are being used to fund that. And we have media mergers being approved by the government on the condition that there be a bias monitor to ensure that the output coming out from CBS conforms to what the Trump administration thinks the media should be reporting. So we have to fight for human rights for all, we have to fight for due process for all, and we have to fight this corruption that this administration is engaging in right in front of our faces. So we have to come together and participate in Hands Along High Street.
Because I'm linked up to support women's rights, not just reproductive health and reproductive choice, but also the right to vote, which is very definitely under threat, as is the right to decide when you become pregnant. Contraceptives are also under threat. So I'm linked up for women's rights.
Hi, I'm Ann, and I have so many reasons to want to be part of this event. But primarily, I'm turning out for democracy and rule of law, which protects us all. I am also turning out because I want to protect America's place in the world as a world leader, using aid rather than war as a way to solve problems. And I want us to represent kindness again and caring for people, and not just a shift of money to corporations and the wealthy.
I'm linking up to fight for civil liberties.
I'm going to link up because our democracy is at stake right now, and I believe in rule of law. And right now, our country is in crisis when it comes to going through the courts, grabbing people off the streets, and not following what we have been told is law.
I'm linking up because I want to live in a country where I feel protected by the U.S. Constitution, and I feel that I have my rights and freedoms as an American, and I don't have to be afraid that they're being taken away by an illegitimate government. I've lived in countries with authoritarian governments where I had to be afraid of what I said or what I thought or who I spoke to, and I don't want to live that way in America.
I'm linking up with my neighbors this Saturday to ensure that we are standing up for one another. This moment in time in our country is so critical. We need to stand up for one another. We need to uplift one another and be there in solidarity. I hope you are able to join us.
I am linked up out here because I feel very strongly that all children deserve access to free and adequate education, or free and superior education that is uncensored. Students should have access to education that helps them to learn how to grow up to be contributing members of our society. And if we continue to limit their access to books and to science, then that's not going to happen.
I think it's just really important to do whatever we can to try to stop the fascist takeover of our country. I think a lot of people are still in denial that this is happening. And I think linking up is just a really good way to try to communicate with as many people as possible that we're in real dire straits right now, and that we really need to fight back against this fascist takeover.
I want to do Hands Across High Street to show support for the rule of law. It is in danger like it's never been before in the United States, and if we don't stand up together, we're going to fall separately.
Hi, folks. I plan to join hands with others to show support, and many of you might be thinking, why show up? I think it's to support one another. I think it's to say, I believe in the rule of law, in democracy, and this is what we can do. And I think it's really important to remain hopeful. So I hope you'll come and join us and hold hands.